What's up, everybody? My name is Jason, and welcome to Bad News on the SBA grant and good news on the EIDL loan. It is Thursday, July the 28th, 2022. Please do me a favor, give this video a thumbs up, hashtag EIDL with your comments below, and don't forget, make sure you join us over at trysmallbiz.com, because if you have a small business or a side hustle like 100 million Americans do, there is no better place to be than trysmallbiz.com, so make sure to get started today. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have some unfortunate news with respect to Big Ben Cardin's $6 billion SBA grant bill in the Senate. It's not over, however, but some very good news for those of you that applied before the Friday, May 6th deadline in terms of getting your EIDL loan increase over the next month or two. So pull up a chair, grab a cup of coffee, glass of wine, whiskey on a big rock, or in my case, a shock top, Belgian white. Here we go. It's got to be 4 o'clock somewhere. My old man used to say, rest your soul, Dad. It's got to be 5 o'clock somewhere, son. So it didn't matter where we were in the world. It's got to be 5 o'clock somewhere. He liked his beer and wine, but here's a little known fact before we talk about some unfortunate news. And again, it's not over with respect to the grant. Some very good news and why, and who's the most powerful senator right now to get that done. And what the heck is going on with respect to the stock texting service, and when exactly is it going to launch? I'm going to answer all that today, but I'd like your permission, if you would please, because I don't expect to do a video tomorrow, which is Friday, unless we have some major breaking news, but I'd like to slow it down. I'd like to, in fact, enjoy this beer with whatever it is that you drink. And while I know half of you do not drink alcohol, make yourself to home. There's a couch right over here. We'll get you an iced tea, lemonade, whatever it is that you want. I hope you and your family are doing well. But I want to slow it down today, so I make sure to cover everything because there's a ton of important stuff. Little known fact on YouTube, watch time's about 51%. Do not miss any of this, whether it's 10 or 15 minutes long, because it's very important if you want to grant a loan, if you want me to text you what I'm buying and selling in real time so you don't have to follow me religiously to the minute on Twitter. But here's a little known personal fact before we get started. I don't have alcohol in the house 350 days out of the year. As many of you know, I live in the northern suburbs of Atlanta. I'm a single guy, have been for many years. I was engaged in 2008. But when the Great Recession hit and I lost everything, including my dignity, my self-esteem, my cars, my 28-foot speedboat, I could keep going, and the woman that I thought I was going to marry, my love life in the last 10 or 15 years hasn't been that fruitful. I work like a dog, and when I do go out, I have no trouble with the ladies. But I never keep booze in the house. The only reason I have this is a friend of mine brought it over, and he's like, dude, you need to try this out. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Anybody drink Shock Top? What do you drink? Tell me what you're doing in the comments. Are you drinking anything? What are you doing right now? Where are you? Tell me how you are. So if you came over unannounced, and I don't encourage you to do that, there's a 99% chance there's nothing in the fridge or the cupboards. In fact, a very good friend of mine that had a dinner party for my birthday. Oh, hurry up and get to the point, dude. Have you guys seen the comments in yesterday's video? People were, a third of the comments were about, well, what about EIDL? They don't want to hear anything but EIDL. I'll get to it in a second. But he got me a bottle of Tito's handmade vodka, which I absolutely love. That was April 13th when I turned the big 5-2. It sat on my counter until Memorial Day weekend. So I don't drink much at home, but boy, oh boy, when I go out on a Friday or a Saturday night, I probably have way too many of these, but I never drink and drive, so I make it home safely in an Uber. By the way, in case this video goes a little long, I brought another one. Oh, he's drinking on camera. All right. Yesterday's video was a doozy. Let me start off by saying thank you. Today is our 5-month anniversary. We launched this site on, I think it was a Thursday, February the 28th, and it's now a Thursday, July the 28th. We have 2,318 members. We have 22 new premium members in the last 24 hours, which is by far an all-time record. And let me just say there's fewer than 200 left. We're almost 2/3 of the way to our goal of 500 strong. So here's the deal. If you didn't watch yesterday's video, I'm done talking about it. I was supposed to stop yesterday, but we got an avalanche of questions that I'm going to answer right now. It doesn't matter if I insult, I beg, I plead, I call you a cheap-ass motherfucker, or I do no videos at all. About 12% of everyone that signs up, and we have a 25% increase since I changed the username to Small Biz, because it's like Jason McCoo. He wears an old-ass Queen shirt and drinks Shock Top beer, but when they see Small Biz, they go, I'm a small business owner, subscribe, and that, of course, has increased the number of sign-up rates and premium members at trysmallbiz.com, so I'm extremely grateful. But last night was mind-blowing to see so many people show up. So let me just stress this, and we're definitely done talking about premium, because it doesn't matter what I say or what I do, 12% are going to join. So now, from now on, it's all about getting people in for free. They're going to convert at a 12% rate regardless of what I do. But as I said yesterday, I'm going to send a newsletter probably Sunday evening. And at the rate we're going, we only need about 8% of 2,060 that are free to say, I'll take it, and then it's done. I don't know how many times I've told you guys, and I ain't messing around. This is for real. When we get to 500, you're not going to see me or hear me promote that shit anymore. And I can promise you, this is going to be just like a 5-star restaurant in downtown LA, New York, Miami, where we have limited supply, about 100 seats, and it takes you 4 months on a Friday night. Regardless of how much clout you have, you can't get in with you and your significant other. And by the end of this year, there's going to be, oh, I thought you said you were going to do 1,000 premium memberships. Can't you increase it? No. Well, I'll give you $100 a month, not 30. Sorry. It's not like I didn't tell you for 5 straight months to get a premium membership. So before I send that damn thing out and they're, I don't know, gone, you might want to log into your account. You hit the red upgrade to premium button. If you're on the fence, hit the red get started button before you log in. You'll see a side-by-side. It's a mile long if you're a premium. It's very short for free. 12% convert regardless of what I say. So after today, the next time you're going to hear me say anything about it in a video is, folks, we just hit 500 strong. Thank you so very much for your support. So you know exactly what you have to do. And if it's me, and this is important, if it's me, I go for the annual. You save 15%, but here's the thing. You don't have to worry about your month to month. We send one your late notice. One. If you don't respond because you change a credit card or whatever, you're going to lose your seat. It's okay to lose your seat the first 5 months, but once we get to our goal of 500 premium strong, you're going to lose your seat to someone who's not going to want to give it up. I'm telling you guys, this is going to be so valuable piece of real estate. It's not going to be get a premium membership. You're going to be glad you did. All right. The stock texting service will launch the same week we hit 500. So it could be in 2 weeks, or it could be in 2 months, or probably somewhere in between. The ball's in your court, folks. If you don't want to have to follow me in real time and just get buzzed on your phone, buy this, sell that, then get a premium membership, but don't do it, as I said yesterday, unless you're a small business owner. And you're willing to give me 3 years. You're going to invest about $1,000, maybe a little bit more. If you do it annually, you save 15%. You don't have to worry about missing payments over the next 12 months. But you put that money in the market, you might make 10% a year, maybe a few $100. I can fucking promise you, for all my F-bombers out there, if you give me 3 years to bring in 25 to 50,000 members and only 500 or thereabouts are premium, that's 50,000 potential customers and or sources of referral. This is going to be ridiculous. You get 2 or 3 clients, you can make 3, 4, 5, 10 times on your money. Don't miss this opportunity. Don't wait to don't wait until Sunday, because as soon as I press that button, we need 8% and then it's over. Trysmallbiz.com. All right, the tech service will launch when that happens. We just hit 1,030%, and I know I drove you guys nuts, But this is literally once in a lifetime. I've never made more than 200%, 300% on my money in a given year. And I've been trading for 30 years. I've also been cut in half a few times. I went bankrupt in '08. We'll talk about that another day. But I'm telling you right now, this is never going to happen again. So I had to go overboard. I had to be obnoxious. I had to put it out there. Because when I put those facts on our brand new website, and you're not going to believe the name of it, I'm marrying two of the biggest keywords on the whole fucking planet. It's going to be an SEO magnet similar to small biz. And you and me are going to make a bloody fortune, but it's not going to be anywhere near 10x. Not in 5 months. But we did this without leverage. No options, no features, no Forex, nothing other than straight buy, long only. Average hold was 3.5 weeks. Average gain was 34%. This is an unprecedented, maybe 10 people in the entire world have done it this year. The worst market since 1970 in terms of the first half. The second, as you're starting to see with a market that refuses to go down, is going to be up. So, I will put an end to this braggadocious bullshit Sunday when the month closes out. I'll simply say we're 32-3 for 1,030% gains, assuming I don't sell any more of the 6 stocks I still own. And then from that point forward, it'll just be buy this, sell that. And then when we take a profit, I'll say XYZ selling at ABC made 40%. That's it. I'll do a quarterly and or a yearly summary. No more of this daily bullshit, sometimes 3 times a day. I appreciate everyone who's put up with this. I hope you understand that this is unprecedented. And I hope and I pray, I know for a fact that some of you made 2 or 3 times your money. But unfortunately, you didn't want to do in many cases what I did. And there's no excuses. You can open an E-Trade account with $50. Don't tell me you didn't have $50, because you did. But some of you just have this idea that I can't buy something or sell something that I just bought yesterday. Yeah, when you're up 120% like we were in what? Where is it? Rev B, when we sold it at 139, bought it back at 49, sold it again today at 62. Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. 1,030% in the last 5 months. That madness comes to an end on Sunday. Any additional picks, and I'm 25% cash now, will have to come when the tech service launches. So any of you real small business owners that are willing to give me 3 years, you're going to want to go to trysmallbiz.com and get a friggin' premium membership. Do it annual so you don't have to worry about your payments lapsing, because I don't chase down the money. I give you one notification. It's very well written by our staff. It's very professional. There's a link that you can just hit and upgrade your credit card. You're done. But if you don't see that, or you go on vacation or whatever, and we get to 500 and no one else is getting in the fucking door, you're going to lose your seat. That's why, in my opinion, you should get annual, but you decide what's best for you. Both options, that and monthly, are available. All right, the loan and the grant. This is going to be a long one. Let me simply say that the most powerful senator right now is Joe Manchin. Joe Manchin, unfortunately, cut a deal with Chuck Schumer last night on $400 billion of green carbon credits. Green New Deal bullshit for guys like John Kerry and Al Gore to get rich. And if you saw me slamming Al Gore at 4:30 in the morning, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know, the guy that likes to go to fancy hotels, or used to, and get the full service, and the reason why Tipper divorced him. But I digress. You know the sad fact with this video, and I appreciate you letting me chill out and go a little off the rails on this very exhausting but very productive week. Most people, they were just, get to the point. I don't want to hear about 10x in my money. I don't want to hear about your fucking premium memberships. I don't want to hear that there's no booze in the house and Shock Top. I can't stand beer. That's probably 3/4 of our audience. So Joe Manchin cuts a deal. Joe Manchin cuts a deal, but he's now the kingmaker. The problem with that, with respect to the grant, is he just pissed off all the Republicans. There is no bipartisanship anymore. It's burn all the fucking bridges, and Mitch McConnell, Mr. Darth Vader, the man who has no soul, It's tumbleweed through the desert. That man has no soul whatsoever. Living proof, of course, that I take shots at all sides. I don't play politics. I tell the truth all the fucking time. But Mitch McConnell finally got checkmated by Chuck Schumer. Chuck Schumer's a far better salesman. He's a harder worker than Mitch McConnell. But Mitch is a better chess player. But unfortunately, the kingmaker known as Joseph Manchin checkmated Darth Vader. The problem with that with respect to the grant is now the Republicans are not going to vote for any fucking spending, even a $6 billion bill known as the Hard Hit Small Biz Act. So I told you the other day I was 80% confident. I got to ratchet down now to a flip of a coin. 50-50. We're going to have to wait at least a month for the inflation to come down on the CPI. And then we got to hope and pray. And along with our friends Speak and See and Ryder, starting next week, we have to go after Joe Manchin and his staff. So if there's anybody from West Virginia that's got a name or an in or a connection, you need to drop it in the comments right now. Because Joe Manchin, now going to the loan, is the guy who wrote a letter to Miss Isabel Guzman, along with 49 senators, 12 of which or thereabouts were Republicans, saying, open up the EIDL loan program and fund everybody. You've got transfer authority, so get anyone who's legitimate and qualified that got in before Friday, May the 6th, the money that they were promised. So in summary, going to be close to 20 minutes here. Watch this video multiple times, although most of you won't do that. In summary, we just had a record day in our 5th month in operation for premium memberships. I am going to send out a newsletter, most likely Sunday or Monday. Do not wait. I don't want to, I was busy. Bullshit. Get one now and do it annually if you don't want to lose track of the payments. The text service to your phone will launch as soon as we hit 500 strong. That could be a week, a month, 2 months. The ball's now in your court. And because of the Green New Deal subsidies that's going to make Al Gore, and we may as well throw in George Soros and John Kerry and all those motherfuckers that fly around in private jets, but they tell you to wipe your rear end with one single sheet of paper. Just think most people didn't stick around for that one. That's Academy Award material shit, ladies and gentlemen. They're gonna tell you that you can't do you can't drive a car like an old Camaro. No, you got to get an electric car. And if you got a small business, a large business, a mid-sized business, wasn't that good? That was good. If you got a mid-sized business, you got to buy what's called carbon credits, which is basically oxygen to offset the carbon footprint that you and your smokestack are putting out on a daily basis. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, the grant 50-50, the loan definitely going to happen because we don't have to spend any more money. That should be answered in the next week. And yes, one more time, always remember that I love you. And now might be a good time to get a premium membership at trysmallbiz.com.